First, one of the heroes in the Santa Fe school shooting is now out of the hospital. Officer John Barnes was wounded when he confronted the shooter. Tonight, Barnes is in a rehab center where his family is optimistic about his recovery.
And Jessica Borg is live at Houston Police Headquarters in downtown Houston, where Barnes' former colleagues are cheering the good news indeed. Jessica?
Lenrika, I spoke with the captain here who went through the academy with Officer Barnes more than 20 years ago. They remained close, and he tells me that Barnes entered that rehab facility late last night to try to gain use of his injured arm, but that's not the only part of his healing. Officer John Barnes has a long road to recovery.
I'd say emotionally he's got to do as much as not physically.
Houston Police Captain Jim Dale has known Barnes for 22 years. The 49-year-old Santa Fe school resource officer was the first to confront the shooter. Barnes was shot at close range, suffering massive blood loss.
I mean, he baselined twice on his so he came through that.
Doctors were able to save his arm, which was torn through.
We just want to work on it physically so he can able to throw the softball with his daughter and a football with his son and be able to hold his kids.
Barnes did have active shooter training with HPD years ago, and Captain Dale says that training kicked in, but that nothing can truly prepare someone for the chaos of the real deal and where innocent lives are at stake. Dale says down the line, Barnes can consult with police departments.
I'd like to see him come back and use this as a teaching tool to others, that what he went through. So while he may or may not be a law enforcement officer in the future, he can still save lives with everything he knows.
Colleagues say his actions that day no doubt helped to save lives, distracting the gunman enough for students to hide or run away. Now, Captain Dale says his friend is actually very humble and is surprised that his actions are being viewed as heroic. I'm told he will be taking it day by day in that rehab facility, so it's not yet known when he will be returning home to his wife and 2 young children. We are live at police headquarters tonight. Jessica Borg, KHOU 11 News.
All right, Jessica, thank you. An unforgettable honor today for the victims of the Santa Fe high school shooting at Arlington National Cemetery. Santa Fe graduate Devin Beluamini placed a wreath at the tomb of the unknown soldier. He is an airman in the D.C. area, and he couldn't be home to help after the tragedy. Instead, he raised enough money so 3 students, a Santa Fe police officer, and the father of 17-year-old Chris Stone could be flown out to watch the ceremony.